around again?
No. I think I just go outside and check to see how the audio levels are. We're gonna test talking into the mic and just tell us how if we need to what we need to change. All right. Oh wait, shit. Fuck.
They're about to start.
Is that his jacket?
Yeah.
I have all the.
Just lay it out right on top.
Wait, did you mean for...
This is Westinghouse and Northside.
Okay.
Do you want me to share it with you? Just put it in your email.
Did you mean for Northside and Westinghouse? This actually... Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait, where's the mic?
Where's my...
The mic's right here, right?
What does it sound like?
It sounds fine. Wait, did you speak into it?
Try again. My bad. I mean, did you share the spreadsheet with me? Did you share the spreadsheet? Why is it coming up? What the fuck is this shit doing? You can hear it. Okay. That's good enough. What's the fuck on
Do you need the fouls? It was a foul number 15. On Westinghouse.
Oh, calm down, man. I'm gonna leave you. Can you fix up these 15? All right, we are live. We had some technical difficulties here. I'm Pearson Strenquist. I'll be the play-by-play commentator. With me is Ellis Corda, who's going to be our color commentator today. I want to thank our technicians, Alex Korn, our cameraman, Shrutik D, our stats person, Amin Koya Oyafua, and our producer, Alice Chaudhry. Today we have Westinghouse versus Northside here at the Northside gym. We start a little bit late, around 5:15, but we are starting. Starting lineups for Westinghouse, we have Lamanka Bryant, number 2, starting at point guard, with Jamilah Jackson, number 13, at shooting guard. We have Nina Israel at center at number 5. Jasmine Turner and Niera Newman are the forwards, number 12 and 15 respectively. And for your Mustangs, starting we have Malin Rehord at point guard at number 3, as well as Natalie Geenen, number 14. And then Hebsi is the center starting, number 23. Sela Newcomb is the other guard position, and Caroline Wilson starting at forward, number 41. As we come in here today, Northside's up 4-2 right now. They've been playing some pretty good defense. Again, sorry for the technical difficulties at the start of the stream. They were really unclear with the start time for this game, but now we are up and we are live. And they called a shooting foul on Caroline Wilson. That's her first, number 41. So Ellis, what do you think the keys to this game are today? Obviously, our first game here, we saw them against Vaughan. They controlled the first 3 quarters, but then Vaughan almost came back from almost a 14-point deficit in the fourth. What do you think they need to do today to keep control of this game?
I think they just need to make their shots and play their game. And I think they've done that pretty well so far. They just got to keep Westinghouse out of the paint and keep them out of easy buckets.
Yeah, so we don't know much about Westinghouse besides the fact that they only have 8 players strong. Or actually, I think today they have...
They have 8 today. They had 9 on their roster.
Yeah.
So number 15 checks out.
It appears that they also brought up some JV people. They have more people on the bench that we have listed on our stat sheet. So we'll update you on that as the game progresses with Northside here with the ball. And that's a turnover, a fast break for Westinghouse. That's a layup, and that's a foul on Madeline Reed-Horde. Jamilah Jackson to the line.
And that's where Northside is going to have to be a little bit more careful, avoiding making some of those fouls in transition.
Yeah, 100%. Obviously, last game, we saw Northside being very controlled and very disciplined. But in that last quarter, a lot of fouls, which is what completely flipped the momentum against Vaughan. Granted, they did end up winning that game. So you just got to make sure that they don't let that happen in this game early on. And then as long as they keep control, they should have a big enough deficit in this game to keep the win. And
And Westinghouse is playing a full court press so far, which Northside has kind of struggled to get past. So they're going to need to maybe change their strategy a little bit so they can exploit that full court press.
And Jackson with their second shot. And 1 for 2 from the line, so that's 4-3. Northside is still up. Pass to the corner, that's for 3. Oh, that's clean. Caroline Wilson with the 3. Number 41, you saw her in the quarter. And so the Mustangs are up 6-3 right now. Still a one-score game. Westinghouse kind of playing it slow. They're trying to keep control, trying to get to the lane, get the fouls against them. Obviously, in high school, the bonus is only 4 fouls. And that's great defense right there from Hebsi. So you got to think that both teams are trying to get into that bonus, which makes it a lot easier to just get points. Now it's back. That's Malin Reed-Horde down to the corner.
Just keeps possession.
Selanuka, pass to Hebsi in the court, and that's Caroline in the corner again. Practice. And
Northside.
All right, Northside keeps the ball. That's out on number 3. That's Amarie Every on Westinghouse. So Northside with the inbound at the paint. Oh, that's good defense by Westinghouse, preventing that passing lane. They got a fast break. And that's pure layup right there.
More biased.
So as you can see, Northside's still up 6-5 here, but they have most of their points on fast breaks and the 1 free throw from Jamilah Jackson. So you gotta think they want to be a little bit more disciplined. And that shot right there is a little bit off for Natalie Geenen. And Nina Israel is taking the ball down. pass right there, back to Israel. It seems like right now that, down to the corner. Northside playing a little bit of lapse of concentration there, but good defense by Hepsi to recover. You gotta think the big thing is just recovering, being in the right spot. I'd say that when you get beat, you just want your team to know and have confidence that your teammate is behind you and that they're there to cover. Right there, it's an inbound pass for Westinghouse. You gotta think what Westinghouse just did there to intercept that passing lane. That's exactly what Northside should be trying to do here. And Nina Israel, go ahead.
Northside has the height advantage right now, so they can dominate the paint. They've just got to settle in a little bit.
Down the corner, looks like out of bounds. No, not gonna say. That's good defense from Hepsi. And wow, I'm surprised they didn't call that ball out right there. Nina Israel in the point. A little bit. Good effort there for. That's Northside's ball. And it looks like that's number 24, Claire Lyons, subbing in for Caroline Wilson. Obviously Wilson with that three-pointer in the corner there. Northside's still up 6-5 with the ball. It's going to be Maddie Reed-Horn to inbound. All right. Pass down to Natalie Geenen. That's Seller Newcomb. Hepsi with the rebound. And that's going to be Westinghouse's ball. I'm pretty sure they're called a charge right there. Oh, sorry, no, it's a... And there's a little bit of miscommunication from the refs there. It's Northside's ball in the corner. It looked like they called it over the back foul, but instead it's... Honestly, they're not clear what the foul is, but there is a foul on Westinghouse. Northside with the ball, inbounding Claire Lyons. That's the Hepsi. Hepsi with the shot. Hepsi gets the rebound, and Westinghouse gets the ball back. Nina Israel bringing it up. That's number 5 right there for Westinghouse. She's been the one who's controlling this game. The ball keeps coming back to her, so you gotta think that Northside is paying attention to her as the biggest threat. She is their point guard. She's running this team, and so she's basically their playmaker. She's the one who wants the ball, and you can see her kind of going around the court and in the corner and pulls up for a mid-range. That's clear. That's pure right there from Nina Israel. So Northside's down 7-6. This game's kind of been pretty slow. Both teams kind of taking their time, getting ready. What do you think Northside needs to do to kind of get more in the rhythm? They've been kind of sloppy today.
I think they just need to break that full court press a little bit. They're having trouble right now because of Northside or Westinghouse are having 2 people down on Northside's half of the court for their full court press, and they're just struggling to break through that. So I think that once they get past that, they're going to get some open looks, and I think some of those shots are going to fall once they can work around that a little bit. I also think they have a height advantage, so maybe if they start working in the paint a little bit more, they're going to be able to exploit Westinghouse's weaknesses. And
that's a fast break for Westinghouse right there. Oh, that's an and one. Wow.
That's where Northside's struggled a little bit so far, is on those fast breaks, because Westinghouse are playing small ball here, and they're doing a really good job of pushing the tempo and staying aggressive.
And that's Jamilah Jackson to the line again. That's a clutch play from her. She's already up here. That's number 13. She has a free throw made. She's 1 for 2 at the line. Let's see what she does here. The crowd getting into it, trying to stretch a little bit. And they thought Northside, that's a lack of concentration right there. That's an and one. That was not a shooting foul. She made the basket. Westinghouse, Israel from there getting good concentration to get that ball back, but it ends up not mattering. Newcomb with the shot. That's a mid-range. Oh, and the rebound. And that's a nice shot right there. Natalie Geenen. Just right in the corner. That's the type of momentum changer you need.
Yeah, Northside's just doing a good job of recovering from some of those mental lapses there with them not rebounding, but they're doing a really good job of staying focused and playing well here.
And Westinghouse with the ball. Oh, they go right through the lane. That's Nina Israel for the 3. Wow, that's pure right there. That's another 3 points for Nina Israel. Again, she's their point guard. She's probably their biggest threat. So you got to think, coming into the break with 3 seconds left, they got to get a shot off here.
And she's playing really, really well so far.
Anyway, so after the first quarter, the key players there, Natalie Geenen, 14. She has 6 points, and Nina Israel, number 5 for Westinghouse, with 5 points. So right now, Westinghouse is 12-8 going into the break. Obviously not ideal start for Northside, but also not out of reach.
Yeah.
Again, the fouls carry over, so both teams right now, Northside's at 4 and Westinghouse is at 3, so that means that with one more foul, Westinghouse enter the bonus, which means any of their fouls send them to the line. So you got to think that Northside's Coach Henderson's talking to them about staying disciplined, trying to keep their hands up but not get those shooting fouls and those and ones that are kind of killing them right now in the game.
For sure. And I think that they're also going to need to figure out a way to contain Nina Israel because she started really, really well. She already has 5 points, and she's just controlled the tempo at the top of the key. And they're just going to they're going to need to figure out a different way to guard her right now because she's exploiting some of their weaknesses on defense.
Yeah, and you got to think Coach Scott for Westinghouse is pretty happy with how they started so far. I mean, they came a little bit late, and their team honestly is way smaller than some of their other competitors in conference, and yet they're playing with just as much spirit, maybe even more as Northside. So I think that's what Northside's looking to do coming out of this break.
For sure, and I think Northside can definitely match that tempo in the second quarter. I think that they're going to come out with some energy in front of this home crowd and try to rebound from a little bit of a slow start.
Anyway, so going in the second quarter, it's another 8 minutes before halftime, and Westinghouse starts with the ball. It's Nina Israel again. Wow. And that's clean right there. That's Jamilah Jackson. She's the other person for Westinghouse who's kind of been controlling the tempo here, getting to the line, got that and one before. And yeah, they're playing the full court press, and so far Northside has not been handling that very well. Here's Natalie Geenen. Oh, and that's a great interception right there. That's Jamilah Jackson again. Again, as we said, Jamilah Jackson, Nina Israel, that's 13-5. They've been controlling the game so far for Westinghouse. They're up 15-8. That's not ideal coming out of the quarter for Northside. It's more just kind of lapses of concentration. They're the double team. And that's a travel right there in Westinghouse. So Northside does get the ball back. Right now on the court, we have number 3, that's Madeline Reed-Horn and point guard. Then number 33, that's Stella Newcomb at shooting guard. Inbounding the ball right here is Claire Lyons, the senior. Heps is at center. And Natalie Geenen, again, the one with 6 points, is still on the court. So the only difference from our spots is that Caroline Wilson is still on the bench. Claire Lyons is the sub in. All right, down to Madeline Reed-Horn. Coming up, that's Stella Newcomb. And another turnover right there in transition. And that's good recovery. That's great recovery from Northside right there to not let them get through that lane. But yeah, just like coming out of the gate, 2 turnovers coming right out. And that's a little bit off right there.
And shots just aren't falling for Northside right now, but I think that they're going to have to break that full court press because we've seen a couple of turnovers right away out of it.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Ella, so far in this quarter, it's not even about the shots not falling, it's about taking them. So you gotta keep possession. That's a huge thing right here coming in.
Yeah. Let's see what they do if they try to change their strategy to beat this full court press.
That's Claire Lyons. So wow, just another turnover right there, and that's Nina Israel with the layup. You gotta think that Coach Henderson's trying to call timeout right here.
Yeah, and he does. Westinghouse come out flying out of the first quarter break. They're up 17-8 now.
And that is a 5-0 run coming out of this quarter in the first minute 20. Yes, you got to think Northside here just has to regroup. I got to think that Coach Henderson is talking about this full court press and figuring out how to get through that. I mean, what do you think, LS? What do you think they can do differently?
I mean, I think that a lot of it's just getting open and just moving off the ball because there isn't a whole lot. Like, Westinghouse is guarding them really well right now, and they're just not able to really get past it that well. And I think sometimes you've just got to leave a couple people nearer to the basket because right now everybody's kind of coming back. And so I think by spreading out a little bit more, they can spread the ball out.
Yeah, it seems like based on who's shot so far, it seems like Nina Israel is the only one really who has that pure three-point shot. So really, if you think about it, the lane is where Jamilah Jackson is driving. You see Nira Newman coming in there. That's number 13, number 15. So you got to think that those are the people who they should be focusing on in the paint and then preventing Israel from getting those open shots, whether it's the mid-range or the three-point. I think that can help them defensively.
For sure. I'm curious if they're going to try to double-team her here, at least at the top of the key, just to see if they can force some turnovers or a little bit more pressure.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so Northside inbounds the ball. It's Claire Lyons. You see Stella Newcomb, that's number 33, and Maddie Reed-Horn, that's number 3, and it's Reed-Horn with the ball. And Newcomb down to, and another turnover. That's Newcomb. That's a pure pass, but.
And it's been that same spot for the turnovers every time here at the top of the key.
And Westinghouse has been getting these rebounds, and that's a key thing for them. And that's a mid-range right there for number 10. That's Unique Watson.
And, Northside has a bit of a height advantage right now, but they're just struggling to get the ball in the paint.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think that Hepsi has to get a little bit more rebounds. She utilize her height advantage. I mean, she's doing well. She leads the team in rebounds right now. But even so, Westinghouse just keeps getting the ball back on their shots. They're getting their offensive rebounds, which has been key for them in this run. All right, here's Natalie Geenen.
And LaMonica Bryant.
Wow, and another turnover right there. And that's Northside's ball. And so you got to think, they're not really doing anything differently coming out. Westinghouse just keeps doing this full court press. So you got to think they should start sending people down the court to see if they can break this kind of wall that Westinghouse has set.
And it'd be interesting to see if they try to match Westinghouse's small ball style here a little bit more. Because Westinghouse are just, even though they don't really have some of the height advantages that Northside have, they are just a little bit faster right now, and they're stretching the court really, really
and
well.
Now it's Hepsi with the shot. And wow. Justin, that's another layup. That's Jamilah Jackson again. Like we've said, Jamilah Jackson, that's 13, and Nina Israel, that's number 3, have been key for Westinghouse in this game, and they continue just hammering on. Now up 21-8. That's an 11-0 run coming into this quarter. And that's a foul on Jamilah Jackson. Reach-in foul right there. And Claire Lyons with the inbound. Yeah, I mean, at the Vaughn game, it seemed like Northside came out of the game with a lot more like concentration. Again, they weren't playing a full court press, so it could be just a sense of this is one of the early games of the season. They're not used to seeing this type of defense. We got to see how they recover. That's Madeline Reed-Horn down to Hepsi. That's back Madeline Reed-Horn with the shot. That's the three-pointer. Oh, and they got the offensive rebound. That's Natalie Geenen. Natalie's been key for them today.
Yeah, she's played well.
Just a little bit off there in the key, and Hepsi couldn't get that rebound. So here's Nina Israel down the court.
But you can tell on that last possession that things are improving just a little bit for Northside there when they don't have the full court press, because they were able to get a couple shots off, get the rebound, and they just looked much more calm under pressure. Yeah,
and I'd also like to shout out the NCP cheer team who's here today. I think it's their first game of the season coming here. So props to them and Coach Martha Mulligan. So as we continue, as obviously their city championship, so you gotta think that they are almost the highlight of this game for Northside so far. But I think that Northside has a chance to regroup. That's some good defense right there. That's great from Natalie Geenen right there. Get that tip off, and Hepsi with the recovery.
Yeah, they both did a nice job. Just double teaming in the paint is what they're gonna have to do to force some turnovers here.
Yeah, same thing, and that's a good pass to Natalie Geenen right there with the mid-range. She's been pure from there.
That's what they needed. She's been playing really, really well, especially on those short jumpers.
That's another 2 points, so that's 8 points for Natalie Geenen. Almost all of the points are from her, so you gotta think they gotta keep going to her number. That's number 14. So Westinghouse with the ball. Let's see what they do here. You gotta think that they're gonna try to get that open three. There's Nina Israel. Oh, I'm surprised she didn't shoot that there.
Yeah, I thought she was shooting.
And we have our technician here, Alex Korn, saying he would have made that shot. I agree. Let's see, there's Sella Newcomb coming down. That's number 33. Gotta think she's looking for Hepsi, and Hepsi there with the open layup. Oh, and just a little bit off there, but it's good opportunity. That's what the type of play that Northside needs to keep doing to get back in this game. And Westinghouse here just keeping possession. Obviously, you got to think they're taking their time here. They're up 11 points. That's double digits. And so honestly, their strategy right here is probably just to stretch Northside, find those. Wow, that's a great play right there. Oh, and we're entering concussion protocol because she just fell on her head.
Seems to be all right though right now.
Yeah, but obviously we wish her the best. Hopefully she's okay. But wow, just what a play right there.
Yeah.
I think that was, again, Jamilah Jackson. She's been key for them right there. Wow, just what a play.
Yeah. It seems like Northside might have changed up their defense just a little bit there. They were playing a little bit tighter to the paint. I think they were doing a little bit better of a job of containing Westinghouse.
And yeah, so that was number 2 right there. That was LaMonica Bryant with that shot. What a shot. I mean, you got to give her props.
There's not much you can do about that.
Yeah, but you can see she's off to the side here. You can feel that she's a little shaken up. That's a tough fall she took from there. The wood's not giving any leeway here. But yeah, Northside goes the ball. That's Sella Newcomb with the ball. You have in the corner who just checked in. That's Bahar Quran who just checked in. That's number 44. Caroline Wilson also back in.
That's blocked.
And that's a block shot. And great defense there for Westinghouse. Wow. But Natalie Geenen gets the ball back. Bahar Quran. Down to Caroline Wilson for the 3. Oh, that's off the edge of the backboard. And that's going to be Westinghouse ball. It looks like a reach and foul. As you can see, the new people coming in. Claire Lyons is checked out for Caroline Wilson. Bahar Kuhan's in here. The only 2 players who are still in from the starters are Sella Newcomb, and obviously the big player for today for Northside has been Natalie Geenen, who's still in. Other people to check in, Kelsey Broderick is also in. That's number 10. And yeah, like I said, Bahar Khan, that's number 44. Both the forwards checking in today. So yeah, here we have 2 minutes, 30 seconds left. They're still down double digits. What do you think they can do, Ellis, to, kind of get back into this rhythm?
I mean, I think just keep trying to hit those shots and get some offensive rebounds and hopefully get some buckets. And I think just they've got to play some tight defense here, and just I wonder about trying to employ a full court press and just do what Westinghouse is doing to them.
For sure. Obviously, right here we have Takaria Booker who checked in. She's has the inbound pass. It's going to be Nina Israel again with the ball. She's still checked in. So is Jamilah Jackson. Amari Every is also checked in for Lamonka Bryant. As we said, she's in concussion protocol right now, so she obviously can't be in right now. But all the other starters for Westinghouse are still in the game. There's a little bit confusion here with the refs and the scores table, but I think we're going to be getting back up here shortly. And so Nina Israel taking your time up the court. Obviously, you have 8 seconds to not get a backcourt
violation.
Yeah. Here we are here. That is Jasmine Turner down to Nina Israel. Down to the Unique Watson right there. Back to Jasmine Turner. Back to Unique Watson. And back to, that's Amari Every. Nina Israel's open right now. There's no way you can leave her open here. She's their key player. Wow. That's good defense right there for Bahar Khan to press in, make sure Nina doesn't get that, and coming back and getting the girl there. And that's a travel right there on Westinghouse. So Northside gets the ball back. That's good defense in Bahar Khan, immediately injecting some much-needed defensive acumen here.
Yeah, I think they were doing a good job switching on and off of different players, especially at the top of the key. They were doing a good job of handling Nina Israel there.
So Sela Newcomb with the ball. Natalie Geenen up there as well. Here's Bahar Khan. Looked like she might have taken a shot with the pump fake. There's Caroline Wilson with the mid-range. Oh, that's just in and out.
That's going to be Northside ball right back. That's a travel.
Travel on the rebound.
Good defense there, just trying to put pressure on the rebounds, which is what Westinghouse has done so well so far this game. And I think Northside's starting to do a little bit better too.
All right, so again, 13-point deficit here with 1 minute, 45 seconds left in the second period or quarter. Here, that's Natalie Geenen. She's been key for them. And chucks up a mid-range. That was a good, and a great. And that's going to be Westinghouse's ball. But good effort right there to try to get the ball back from Bahar Khan. She's actually been very key right now and just kind of injecting much-needed spirit in this team.
And that's what Coach Henderson's going to want to see. He's going to want to see that spirit, that fight from their team.
And so there's Nina Israel with the ball. Inbound by Unique Watson. Nina Israel here with the ball. Again, she's been key back to Unique Watson. That's Watson down to, I believe that's the new player, and that's Takaria Booker. And here's, and a little bit, and another Westinghouse rebound. They've had, these offensive rebounds have been so key for them.
And Northside's gone to small ball a little bit, so that's going to be, they're going to have to fight a little bit harder on those rebounds to get more people into the paint.
Here's Sela Newcomb driving down. That's a good play, and she gets the foul. So that's going to be Sela Newcomb to the line. That's number 33 for Northside.
And they're starting to push the pace a little bit more, which I think they've played really slowly so far, but I think pushing the pace might allow them to exploit a little bit of Westinghouse's defense here.
And yeah, so Newcomb, number 33, and Janine, number 14, have stayed on this entire game. So they're they've been started to stay on. I think they are the keys to the game coming into whatever the rest of the quarter has to hold, and then the second half. And that's 1 for 1 for Sela Newcomb. And so Northside puts their first points on the board in a while. But
I think that's first of this quarter? Or
no, I think they Natalie Geenen had that mid-range shot. And that's 2 for 2 from the line. So you got to think that Sela Newcomb is who they want to get to the line, kind of keep pushing, because it seems as if Westinghouse isn't too disciplined in terms of shooting fouls. So if you can keep pushing to the lane and getting those fouls, getting to the line is going to be key to getting back in this deficit and not wasting too much time. Here's Nina Israel breaking. Here's a mid-range shot. And wow, that's pure. She's really, really great today for them.
The Northside are forcing her to shoot other shots in the 3, which is what Westinghouse have relied on so far.
But she has 9 points today, leads Westinghouse points, and that is a travel on Northside, unfortunately. So yeah, you gotta think they gotta combine this kind of spirit. I mean, it seems like they're playing with a little bit more motivation, down by double digits. But the question is, can they get that extra thing? I mean, obviously there's 30 seconds left in this quarter, so it's not gonna happen now. But coming out of the second half, it's going to be key that they start doing what Westinghouse has been doing in this half, forcing those turnovers, forcing them in the lane, forcing bad shots, and that's what's going to be key for them. As it looks like that's number 2, LaVonka Bryant, the one who's in concussion protocol, is back in the game, and Jamilah Jackson gets a much-needed break. And actually, I was wrong there. Jackson is back in the game, so it looks like that was Unique Watson out here. So here's Jackson. Jackson with the ball, down to LaVonka Bryant. They're just wasting their time. They should be waiting for the final shot. They called it, that's a backcourt violation right there.
One thing
on Jamilah Jackson. She stepped behind the line. You have to have a little bit more awareness than that. But also, Northside will take any of these errors. That's what they're going to need. So they have 14 seconds here. You got to think they're going to try to shoot a 3 here to get back within 10 points.
Let's see what they can do. Maybe they can end the half on a little bit of momentum.
All right, there's Bahar Quran. Back down. That's Kelsey Broderick.
You got to get rid of it.
And Broderick, that's not. Oh, and Westinghouse gets the ball again. Those are costly turnovers. So 5 seconds left. Oh, and they should have the ball. They have to shoot. And that's a shooting foul with 0.8 seconds left.
That's not what you want to see from Westinghouse. Sorry, for Northside.
I mean, yeah. Obviously, we're not here. We're not trying to be critical, but it's just. I mean, honestly, it's just being a little bit more disciplined. I think that's what Coach Henderson and Coach Borhone are going to talk about in the locker room.
For sure.
All right, that's LaVonka Bryant. First shot's in. She's 1 for 1 from the line. Westinghouse overall has only missed 2 free throws, my man. They've had more opportunities than Northside at the line. That's 8-4. And that's going to be the quarter. Oh, they let another shot off. So that does count for our statistician, Amin Koyofua, but that is half. So Northside's down 26-12 here at halftime. You got to think that during the break they're going to make some changes, so we're going to have to see what those will be, and we're looking forward to seeing what changes they make. Any other thoughts going out of the half, fellas?
I mean, I think Westinghouse came out pretty well there, but I think that Northside definitely showed some glimpses of really good play, and I think that Westinghouse is going to have to play really hard to hold on to their lead because Northside, I think, is going to come out of the half pretty well.
All right, so we're going to go on a halftime break. I think that the cheer team is going to have a performance here. Unfortunately, our camera angle is from the back, but you will get to see a little bit of that. So looking forward to seeing that, and I'll see you at the other side of the half, fellas.
Are you? Alice. I'm gonna have to go soon, so do you think you could take over? Like, my parents are gonna be here at like 6. Be careful, bro. every time, bro. The music.
Never fix the music.
Hey, I mean, you're leaving? What?
Alright.
No, it's not that. It's the free statement. What percent is the phone on? I'm keeping the charger for a little while.
69%.
That's fine. That's good.
My leg. Oh wait.
I'm using it right now. I'm waiting for my phone to be like 10%. I want to die on.
Oh, you gonna leave soon?
Yeah, I'm leaving right now.
Right now? Oh shit. Okay.
Sorry, man. Someone's gotta man the gun.
I can do this.
You gotta do it. It's not on my phone. Yeah, someone got it, man. Oh, he's got it. Oh, serious?
Yeah.
How did you even get the tripod out? I had no idea.
They had it. I don't know where they got it from.
I mean, like, how did you get the things out? We were
Oh, cause you had to like twist it up. So I also like cut my hand on there.
That's fine. Imagine if I drink all your
Hey, you gonna leave me thirsty, bro? And take my water away? Oh, it's hot as hell up here.
Oh my god, my phone's been dead all day, bro. At least now I know I'm not like addicted to my phone.
Well, next time take your charger with you.
I know. I don't know why I left it. I think it's at home somewhere. It's probably like in my bed or whatever. I have to leave. I have to rush out.
I need to buy a new charger because I like keep forgetting to bring my charger home. So,
I'm not. Do you think I'm made of money, sir?
huh?
I'm not made of money.
Bro, it's just the charger, bro. You can just buy one. Like you can buy an Apple charger for like an off-brand one for like $5.
That's a privilege, man. That's a privilege.
Bro, come on, man. Just like have one for the home, and then you have one for school.
Whatever. How do you miss a shot?
That was like 4 minutes and a half. You're currently gonna pick it up?
No.
How are you gonna get it home?
I'm gonna take the bus. Man.
Oh. Oh, this is for the picture?
Oh yeah, I just.
There's no way you can like actually see us. Yo.
No, you're fucking what? What the fuck?
What the hell?
Who is that?
The coach?
He's grunting with like exertion, bro.
Bro, the coach gets so fired up, bro.
That's fire.
You show up?
You're like all the way in the corner, right? shit work. Alright. I'm checking my phone's at. If it's at like 10, I'll pop it to you.
Alright.
Quite there yet. Oh shit, bro. My bad. I should touch your phone.
No, it's good. Why is this thing so terribly designed, bro? Like, why is this middle thing here? Because I can't balance it now.
How was it balanced before? I think it probably slid up.
I think it was like, it was in the divot. And I hate this tripod.
Is that good? Maybe we could like lean forward, I guess. Is that better?
Yeah, it's good. Still gotta hold it like this, though. It's just gonna fall down, man.
Is it?
Yeah, the moment the music comes up, I'm gonna like start like pushing around.
Shit.
This middle thing over here, I don't know how do you like move this up?
Yeah, like find a way to lock it in. There's gotta be a way to lock it, right?
Yeah. I think you gotta twist it. Hold on, let me take that phone out.
Oh, but it's gonna make the stream. The stream is still going.
Oh shit.
Well, you hold the phone. Oh, you got it? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's better.
Is it too high, though? Let's see. Oh, yeah, you still gotta pan it. Is it zoomed in?
No.
That's fine.
All right, and we are back here for the second half of Northside versus Westinghouse. Westinghouse are currently up 26-12.
I don't care about phones on. I'm gonna go. Yeah, start it for sure.
I'm Ellis Corda. I'm commentating with Pearson Strandquist from NCP TV. And we're about to get underway. Northside is looking to come back here in the second half and make a little bit of a run. They started pretty brightly, but Westinghouse came back and went on a 13-0 run and really took control of the game. So here we go. Madeline Reed-Horton to inbound. Northside ball. As it's Natalie Geenen to inbound. Gives it to Sela Newcomb. Back to Geenen. To Reed-Horn. In a little bit of trouble. Manages to get rid of it. Newcomb comes up with it, and Northside turn it over. Here comes Westinghouse on the fast break. And the layup is no good. Offensive rebound, and the putback is good. Westinghouse scores. That's number 13. That is Jamilah Jackson as Sela Newcomb brings the ball up. Gives it to Reed-Horn. And Caroline Wilson can't quite control it, and Westinghouse will go the other way. And it's Nina Israel bringing the ball up here. Gives it back. Israel kicks to Jamilah Jackson. Three isn't quite good. Here comes Sela Newcomb with the rebound. Going the other way, trying to push tempo a little bit. Tried to give it to Geenen. That's another turnover for Northside. All the way to Nina Israel. Her layup is no good. Northside bring it back. The pace here has been a little bit frantic. Northside looking for their first basket of the half. And the layup is no good. Northside managed to keep possession. The shot blocked. And Westinghouse will come away with it. As it's Jamilah Jackson gives it to Nina Israel. And Westinghouse will bring the ball up here. Layup is no good. Offensive rebound. Put back, no good again. And there's Hepsi with the rebound. Here comes Sela Newcomb all the way down, and the layup is good. Northside's first points of the half.
And you gotta think I'm back now, but that's the momentum changer they need, right? Like,
Yeah,
coming
they're
down here, they're down 14, but they still have a chance. And I think their starters, Sela Newcomb, obviously Natalie Geenen, and their leaders on their team like Hepsi, Caroline Wilson, Claire Lyons, the seniors are trying to come back, and that's an air ball from Nina Israel.
And the block by Hepsi. That was a good block there. Can't she get rid of it? It's going to be Northside's ball, tipped out of bounds.
And yeah, so this is definitely the momentum changer they kind of need. They're coming out of this half. They look a lot more disciplined. They look a lot better on defense. You got to think a lot of that has to do with Hepsi at center. So
yeah. No, she's dominated the paint so far this half in a way that I don't think Northside were quite able to do in the first half. It's a bright start.
Oh, that's a good shot by Natalie Geenen. Almost got the rebound.
Yep. Here comes Westinghouse. And the layup is not quite good.
It was not good.
Here's Nina Israel at the top of the key. Gives it back to Bryant. Bryant's three is no good. And Hepsi gets the rebound.
Another rebound for Hepsi. She leads the team right now.
Starting the half brightly. As here's Sela Newcomb. Gives it to Geenen. Geneen's three. No good.
Good effort there. I mean, again, Natalie Geenen has led this team. Obviously, Sela Newcomb coming off the half looks like kind of second leader on this team in Hepsi defensively. So you got to think those three are going to key for Northside to come back to this game.
And Westinghouse takes the timeout here. Northside started out pretty well here.
That's Coach Scott right there as their head coach. So you got to think what he's talking about to his team is just about like how they're up. So they got to be taking their time. And for Northside, it's kind of the opposite. Because of this big deficit, you gotta think that Coach Henderson is telling them to go as fast as possible. Not to say that they have to be like lazy or like kind of undisciplined in the sense that they're going too fast. Like, you never want to go too fast. But at the same time, you gotta think there is a sense of urgency, and that's probably what he's telling his girls here right now. So coming out, it looks like it is going to be the starters out here. So that's Caroline Wilson, number 41, Maddie Reed-Horn, Hepsi, Sela Newcomb.
And Westinghouse made a change.
And Natalie Geenen. And Westinghouse, it looks like... I think that's Jamilah Jackson back in, number 13.
There's a little bit of water on the court, so it's going to be a quick stoppage here for them to get it all cleaned up.
Yeah, it appears it's Nina Israel, Lamonka Bryant, Jamilah Jackson, Nara Newman, and it appears Jasmine Turner. So also Westinghouse has their starters up as well.
Yep.
Yeah, so just cleaning up a bit of water. And I think someone's bottle spilled on Westinghouse's bench, but it's all good as we continue on. But yeah, as we've said, there's 4 minutes, 45 seconds left. It's key for Northside to kind of get back and stop them here because, again, defense is the best place to get momentum shifts. As much as you want to have that big three, the best way to come back in a game with a deficit is to stop them. And so let's see if they can do that here. Oh, that's a good pass right there. That's Lamonka Bryant.
And they're forcing Westinghouse a little bit to stay at the top of the key and just shoot a three.
But to no avail.
They've really had some trouble stopping Lamonica Bryant this half.
This half it's been Brawl Bryant. Obviously before it was Israel and Jamilah Jackson.
But Israel shifted a little bit to shooting guard, and it's more Bryant taking the reins here as she gives it to Israel here. Israel taking it to the top of the key.
We saw last quarter, Bryant probably had the highlight of this game with that layup that put her temporarily in concussion protocol. But again, she's back here now. And here's Israel. That's
good defense there from Northside.
Yeah, I think they're gonna count. That's a rebound for Hepsi. Oh, that's a block.
It's gonna be Northside's ball, but what a defensive play there. Some nice hustle.
That is number 12. That's Jasmine Turner. They're starting small forward. All right, so 3 minutes, 45 seconds. Appears, I think that's Takaria Booker. My bad. She's subbing in for number 15. That's Nara Newman. So power forward.
Yep.
Northside with the ball. Here's Maddie Reed-Horn.
Westinghouse are no longer playing that small ball that they played in the first half. And instead, they're going to fight in the paint a little bit more as Hepsi has really started to play better there.
And that's a shooting foul on, I think that's the number 25, Takaria Booker, the new player who just came in, and Hepsi is going to the line. Again, as we talked about last quarter, Ellis, these free throws are going to be key. No matter who's at the line, you got to think that the way they come back here is to get to the line, get free throws. It takes up as little time as possible. Yep. So let's see what Hepsi can do here. First shot. All right, no good. That's 0 for 1. That's okay, though. You got to come back, regroup. Again, be a goldfish, as some might say.
Yep.
Hey, you got a shooter.
And both the free throws are no good. Northside couldn't quite come away with the rebound, and here comes Westinghouse. It is Nina Israel with the ball right now.
It appears the way they're going to be taking up this time is just going back and forth between Israel and Bryant. That's 2 and 3. Both at the guard positions. Again, as you pointed out, Ellis, it appears that Israel's kind of shifted over to shooting guard whenever Lamonka Bryant's on the court. Oh, that's a great play from Natalie Geenen.
One of the first ones we've seen this half. Let's see if Northside can do something with this. It's Sela Newcomb, not quite.
Oh, so
That's Northside ball, though.
that's a great play right there from Hepsi, getting that ball back. Oh, and they're calling that Westinghouse ball.
Initially, it looked like they were going to signal it was staying with Northside, but a little bit of a change call there.
All right, here. Oh, and that should be Northside's ball.
And it is Northside's ball. Northside have just brought in Eliza Roth, number 11. That's the first time we've seen her this game.
And it looks like, finally, it looks like Sela Newcomb is coming off. And, oh, that's a block.
She's still in.
Oh, you're right.
They're taking out Maddie Reedhorn.
All right, so that means that appears that Eliza Roth will be slotting in at point guard. And that's a great block right there, and to have the concentration to get that ball off on Northside. So a good play there from Westinghouse. But as of right now, there's kind of been a bit of parity. I mean, it's been 28-14 for a while. You got to think both teams are trying to break out.
Yeah, both teams only have 2 points this quarter, and it's just been a little bit slow scoring-wise.
Oh, wow, they can't leave her wide open like that.
She couldn't hit the 3, but yeah, and then they're going to have to be a little bit more dominant in the paint there and just get those rebounds.
And
they're just giving away fouls and just potentially some free points there.
That's going to be, it appears that's going to be Takaria Booker to the line, number 25. She's the one who got subbed in this quarter. She's been looking good. I mean, besides that one shooting foul against Hepsi, otherwise she's been making smart plays. There's a 0 for 1 there on the line. Yeah. But she slots in, going in as power forward. It looks like they've shifted her to center at this point. Again, back in the game is also Jamilah Jackson.
The free throw is no good. And this time, Northside responds really well on that rebound. I know it was just an air ball, but they were much sharper there.
And a few changes. It looks like Bahar Karan is back on for, it appears, Natalie Geenen. So Natalie Geenen finally gets a break. She's played
the entire game.
Yeah, every minute of this game, so it gets a much needed break.
As here's Caroline Wilson with the ball. Here trying to break this press. They only have a few seconds left. That's going to be Northside ball. They're still struggling a little bit to find an open player to break the press.
But yeah, that's a good play there from Nina Israel. I mean, honestly, on both sides of the court, it seems like she's kind of been like their key player. Again, as we talked about, Lamonka Bryant's kind of stepped in here as well. The second half.
Yeah.
Again, Sela Newcomb taking down the ball. Again, they're back into this full court press and putting a lot of pressure, especially because Northside's. Oh, there's Bahar Karan. Back to Caroline Wilson for the mid-range. Oh, good rebound by Bahar Karan. Here's Sela Newcomb. Oh, it should be good rebound by Nina Israel. Looked like they might have gotten another offensive rebound there. And good defense there to recover for Sela Newcomb.
But a good possession there for Northside. As here's Lamonica Bryant bringing the ball.
Now with Jamilah Jackson. That's a great pass by Nina.
Yeah. Ball ended up.
Well, that's an air ball there from Israel. That should be Northside's ball.
That's going to stay with Westinghouse.
Wow.
I think the players didn't realize that either.
I don't know. That's kind of. I mean, okay. We're not gonna call off refs here, but I feel like that should have been Northside's ball.
Here's Nina Israel.
She looked like she wanted to.
Yep.
And another treble. That's the
Northside's
one thing.
getting another turnover.
It seems like Coach Scott's kind of mad at Westinghouse there, but that's the one thing. Westinghouse has kind of gotten a lot of turnovers through just kind of getting a lot of great steals in transition. For Northside, most of the turnovers they've been getting against Westinghouse have been on travels, and right there, it's kind of like the Bill pays the piper a little bit right there. A travel against Northside there, so right back to Westinghouse.
Yep.
That's an unforced error that you can't have, but also you understand in a game like this. I mean, you just want to regroup. At the end of the day, it's all about just making sure you can take any takeaways from any game. So
Yeah.
we've seen some good things from the girls here today, and so you got to think that they're hoping to come out of this quarter strong, going into the fourth, and bring any momentum from that into future games. And that is a shooting foul, and it looks like that's on a 3, so that could be 3.
Yeah, it's going to be 3 free throws.
That's on a shooting foul on Hepsi. That's her second. And that's also the team's second this half.
It's Jamilah Jackson at the line for 3. As Northside's fans try to make some noise here. First free throw is true. As she'll shoot her second here.
And that's the first points either team has scored in about the last 5 minutes. So
Or more. As the second free throw misses.
again, one more. It was on a 3-pointer, which means that you get 3 free throws.
As Caroline Wilson checks out. And checking into the game is Kelsey Broderick.
Yep, number 10. Looks like she's going to be playing power forward. Spike Wilson playing guard. You got to think that Nuka probably shifts over to shooting guard.
And there's that second free throw. It's good, so it's 30-14. Westinghouse leads here.
Broderick down to Newcomb. Back to Broderick.
And
Oh, that's a great
Roth
play.
gets it taken away from her.
Wow.
And yeah,
That's a great
hustle from Westinghouse. Westinghouse get the ball back once again. And Northside's just struggling a little bit to get the ball up the court and have a extended possession here. Let's see what they can do on defense to close this quarter out strong. 32 seconds left. 30-14, Westinghouse leads. As here's the inbounds pass, and the layup is no good. Putback attempts, no good also, and Northside comes away with the rebound. Here comes Stella Newcomb, bringing the ball up the court.
That was a fast break right there. So
Yep.
I was surprised they didn't throw it on the court, but also you got to do what you're comfortable with. Here's Kelsey Broderick. Oh, that's a block right there. Here's Hepsi.
Back to Newcomb. Let's see what Newcomb can do. Only
Bahar Karan's
7
open.
seconds left.
You got to think they got to have a shot off here.
As Newcomb's driving, and the shot is no good.
Good effort there from Stella Newcomb.
Yup.
And so Northside's down 30-14 here, only 2 points this quarter. But you got to think, again, some good takeaways here. They've been playing much, much better defense, led by Hepsi.
Yeah. I mean, they held Westinghouse's offense only 4 points that quarter, whereas Westinghouse had 26 points across 2 quarters before that. So just a lot of improvement and a lot of positive takeaways from that
And
quarter.
in trying to see what Coach Henderson is saying, it seems like exactly what he's telling his girls too. So again, this last quarter will be 8 minutes, and regardless of outcome, the girls can take away a lot from this game, and that's what we're hoping to do going into this Saturday.
And this Saturday, you know they play. It's boys. As a reminder, this Saturday at Northside have another game. We would like everybody to come out and show your support. The girls basketball team will be playing at noon against St. Viator.
Yeah, it'll be St. Viator.
Yeah, St. Viator at 12 p.m. this Saturday at Northside. Everybody is encouraged to come out and support the team.
For sure, Alice. And NCP TV hopes to be there as well. Obviously, we hope to have a bigger presence. We're really glad that this stream has had much less technical difficulties than we've had in the past too. And we're glad that we get to provide you with a quality sports broadcast from Northside.
Thanks to everybody for tuning in here as the fourth quarter gets underway.
And that is, it looks like I believe that's number 12 for Westinghouse, Jasmine Turner with the bucket there. And wow, this is great.
Another takeaway, and that's going to be a travel.
On Westinghouse, you gotta feel like that kind of stings. Even with up this much, I mean, that's the type of fast break that you can't give away.
Yep. As here comes Stella Newcomb bringing the ball up the court. She gives it to Roth. Roth driving, dishes to, that's Kelsey Broderick. Back to Newcomb.
That's good.
That's good. A 3 for Northside and a good way to get this quarter started.
All I'm saying is the commentator's curse doesn't exist right there. So let's continue. Marcel Newcomb with the 3. That's a great way to start the quarter for Northside.
And Nina Israel will bring the ball up here.
And they took down that deficit to 15.
Yep. Behind the back pass. Doesn't quite go the way she intended, but LaMonica Bryant comes away with the ball. She's at the top of the key. Gives it to Nina Israel. Westinghouse just trying to eat away at the clock here. There's no shot clock, so they can take their time a little bit as an acrobatic layup and a nice finish there. That was LaMonica Bryant once again.
Yeah, we've seen some great athletic plays from LaMonica Bryant today. And so, even though it seems like this offense kind of runs through Israel, I don't know, wow, maybe not. That's another great play from LaMonica Bryant down to Jasmine. Oh, no, sorry, that's Jamilah Jackson.
Yeah, and Westinghouse are just really stretching the floor here as Northside try to play a little bit quicker. And they've just exploited Northside here on these transition plays and are forcing some turnovers.
And it's a decent look right there from the mid-range. And it looks like that's going to be Westinghouse ball off on Hepsi. But yeah, Alice, I'd say, honestly, the biggest takeaway for the girls here is that they definitely need to practice a little bit on full court press. It looks like most of the teams in conference do not run this type of defense, and so that's a new challenge for them. And I think they've taken it pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen as the game has gone on that they've definitely improved and played some better basketball. And this second half has been pretty even compared to the first. Like, that first is when they were really able to stretch the lead.
Yeah, and so I'd say just the adaptability from the girls is impressive, and you got to think that that's one thing 100% that they should be taking away against the St. Viator and then the big Amundsen game next to them.
Yep. Driving into the lane.
Oh, that's a
layup is no good. They get it back, and that's going to be a shooting foul.
I think that's
and
on
Westinghouse.
Baha Karan.
Yep. And that's number 10 on Westinghouse. She'll shoot 2.
Oh, sorry, my bad. That foul's on Kelsey Broderick, number 10 for Northside. And so it's going to be Jasmine Turner, number 12, starting small forward at the line. And that's the first one good for Jasmine Turner. And again, besides thanking you, the viewer, we also want to thank the team that we've had here at NCP TV today. Obviously, our producer, Alex Korn, running the tech behind. Also, we have our cameraman. It's been rotating between Shrutuk D and Alice Chaudhry. And then our statistician, Amin Koyofua, who unfortunately had to leave a little bit early. But yeah, I mean, honestly, we have a great team here at NCP TV. All students are welcome to join the club. For more information, you can just email myself, Pearson Stranquist, at pstrdquis@cps.edu. And that's a fast break for Westinghouse, and that's LaMonica Bryant. Oh, and a travel, wow.
She just couldn't quite get the Euro step to work there, and Northside is going to come away with the ball.
I'd say one thing here is that in the future, I believe that they have Westinghouse again on their schedule at Westinghouse. So I'd say that things they can take away is that you can definitely see in the second quarter that there's been a little bit more evenness almost with the teams. And so I'd say that what Northside needs to do is keep account the fact that most of Westinghouse turnovers are travels or things that are like easy layups, fast breaks, that this mental errors there. So you want to exploit that, hopefully. And knowing these types of things, obviously there's no scouting report in high school. So you got to think those are the type of things they'll take away and bring into potential future matchups with Westinghouse this year.
For sure. As we get near the 5-minute mark here, and a couple of new players checking in. That's Claire Lyons, number 24, and then Natalie Geenen checks back in.
Yeah, Natalie Geenen obviously has been the key player for Northside here. Although, granted, hasn't had much of an impact on the bench the second half. But you got to think that that's just for much deserved rest. And they try to pass down to Caroline Wilson. Good effort there from Wilson, but ends up being Westinghouse ball. And Claire Lyons there. See, they're rotating. It appears that, from what this play looks like they're trying to get the ball to number 12, that's Jasmine Turner, and yep, predictably there she is. Back to Israel, there's LaMonica Bryant. And yeah, so I mean, they're definitely just trying to use as much time as possible. And that was a new player for Westinghouse who just checked in. That's number 22, Unique Watson there, with a missed three-pointer. And
as here, Sela Newcomb brings the ball up, gives it to Wilson, and her layup is no good. Lions with the rebound, it's swatted away, and it will go with Westinghouse. Westinghouse comes away with the ball.
Wow, that's a great play from Nina Israel. Again,
as Maddie Reed Horn comes in here, she'll replace Eliza Roth.
Yeah, and for Northside, I mean, again, besides taking away stuff about Westinghouse, obviously, you do have to self-reflect a little bit. I'd say their biggest thing is just in terms of passing lanes, finding the right ones, it seems like they're having the right idea. They're passing it to the right people. It's just executing that and making sure that, like having that court vision almost, and making sure you have the basketball IQ in order to, because obviously their biggest weakness, honestly, this game has just been make the turnovers that have come from missed passes. So I'd just say playing a little bit more, as they kind of shifted a little bit more of a smaller ball style of playing, which you're just passing it and almost like comparable to like a tiki-taka in soccer, where you're just passing it back and forth. So I think that can help them in the future, especially playing against this type of defense. But as we saw in the Vaughn game, what they're doing today was successful against Vaughn. So you gotta think there's a fine balance there between balancing what type of defense the other team is playing versus the type of offense they want to run. And so here's Nina Israel at the line.
She will shoot 2, as her first free throw is no good. 38-17, Westinghouse leads here with 4 minutes and 22 seconds remaining in this one.
And yeah, you can see the gap is the gap is not only widening, but also just the time for Northside is kind of dwindling. Again, as you say though, I feel like the team can still definitely take away a lot from this game. And that's a lane violation on
Westinghouse.
That's number 13. That's Jamilah Jackson. That's a lane violation. Again, neither team's in the bonus, so that doesn't count for anything. And a lane violation is one of the few fouls that wouldn't count for a free throw anyway.
Yep. Northside inbounds. Claire Lyons gives it to Carolyn Wilson. Carolyn Wilson is fouled.
It's a reach-in foul on Unique Watson.
It'll stay here with Northside. Northside will inbound on the other side.
Yeah, and then right there, that's exactly what I was kind of talking about. Kind of playing more passes, quicker passes, everyone being at the other side of the court to allow these passing lanes, because the passes they've been before are trying to get down the court, and when a full court press is being played, that's easily going to be intercepted.
As Newcomb gives it to Lyons.
That's Caroline Wilson for 3.
And her 3 is good. Northside gets a 3 and hits 20 points here with 4 minutes left. That's Carolyn Wilson. I think those were her first points of the game.
She's second.
Second.
So that's 5 points to Caroline Wilson right there.
And that was counted as a 2-pointer, not a 3.
Interestingly, though, because the ref put up the 3 signal, so I'm a little bit surprised, but we'll have to check back on that and see what they say. Here's Nina Israel for...
The 3 is offline, and rebound by Westinghouse.
That's Lamonta Bryant, and that's a great play right there. That's Jamilah Jackson there.
That's good hustle and good play all around there from Westinghouse. They've dominated the offensive boards tonight.
Yeah, one thing I say is that some of the kicks from these girls are actually pretty cool. You guys see a lot of colorful court here, kind of contrasting. There's kind of like bleak, like white and black uniforms. That's a foul. That's Natalie Geenen going to the line.
She will shoot 2. Chance for her first points of the quarter. And it's 40-19. Westinghouse leads here. 3 minutes and 13 seconds to play. And it was a foul on number 13, Jamilah Jackson.
That's her 3rd foul. And Geenen still leads the team with 10 points here for Northside. I believe she's the only player in double digits in terms of points, although I believe Hepsi has 10 rebounds. And so first free throw's a little bit off. Yeah, I'd say overall, from the stripe, it feels like Northside's been pretty good overall. I'd say they've shot a better percentage than Westinghouse, but I'd also say that maybe another thing to practice, especially because getting to the line is... that's a good free throw right there, so that's 11 points for Natalie Geenen. Just getting to the line is another thing that's important. So just making sure you feel comfortable driving to the lane. Yep. Because I feel like...
I think Westinghouse have just outmatched them a little bit in their physicality in the lane.
Yeah, because I feel like Northside, one thing is they've been taking a lot of mid-range threes, and that's not to say that those aren't good shots, because their shot creation has been one of the best things they've done this game. I just say that you got to have a little bit of contrast there, because if the other team is just predicting you to do that, then that's why they're going to be there for blocks and turnovers. And so for Northside, the main thing is just being able to kind of have a little bit of variety in their offense. And some of that just comes with a little bit more time, because this is still the start of the season. Here's Caroline Wilson with the 3.
It's no good. And Westinghouse come away with the ball here. That was... Number 13, Jamilah Jackson, will go to the line.
And that's
Yeah, Jackson will go to the line.
And that's a foul on Caroline Wilson, number 41. That's a 15 foul, so Northside enters the bonus. Or sorry,
Westinghouse enters the bonus. As Caroline Wilson checks out and Kelsey Broderick enters the game once more. 2 minutes, 25 seconds to go.
And so, yeah, that's 5 fouls for Caroline. So 6 is fouled out in high school. So she's obviously careful. She's being checked out, likely for the rest of the game. But still, you'd like to see the effort there from her. Kind of an injected spirit from her.
For sure, and she kind of grew into the game in the fourth quarter a little bit with that good 3-ball earlier.
And so that's 41-20, Westinghouse leads. Still, I like to see the fact that Northside still has a chance to maybe get a little bit more points on the board. You got to think at this point, the point of the game, and that's another offensive rebound for Westinghouse. That's been a big thing.
That's been the problem all day.
Yeah, it's just too many offensive rebounds.
As Sela Newcomb does a nice job there to get the defensive rebound. She'll bring the ball up, trying to find some help, and that's going to be a foul on Westinghouse.
That's number 22. That's her third reach-in foul. And it looks like Northside was trying to go to the line there, be a little cheeky. They're not on the bonus, so reach-in just counts as out of bounds.
They're now at 3 fouls for the half as Sela Newcomb brings the ball up, trying to find some space, find a teammate here, gives it to Jasmine DeLuna, who can't quite handle it, and Westinghouse bring the ball the other way. But Sela Newcomb, nice hustle, gets the ball back and the foul. Good spirit being shown here by Northside with under 2 minutes left to play. And so, yeah, it looks like the clock's being run down a little bit. Again, another shout out to Alex Chaudhry, our remaining cameraman here. Yeah, he's doing a great job. As you can see, a little bit different. Our first few games, we've had like a static camera. Today, we actually have a moving camera, so we hope that you've appreciated that a little bit. This is number 34. That's Jasmine DeLuna. That's our first time seeing her today. And a travel is called there on Maddie Reed-Horn, so Westinghouse is going to bring the ball the other way. And 2 people coming in. Looks like that's Sophia Askovich and Olivia McCarthy for Northside. So that's Askovich is 12 and McCarthy is 1. Looks like they're coming in for number 10. That's Kelsey Broderick. And number 14. That's Natalie Geenen. So yeah, you'd like to see the fact that Northside is putting in some of the younger players in, and some just these are the people of the future, and so you want them to get as much experience as possible. And right there, that's an air ball immediately that's number 30 for Westinghouse. She doesn't appear to be on a roster. And an offensive foul. So I'm assuming that's someone who came up for JV today. So props to them for making the varsity team. Unfortunately, we don't have the details to their name, but still props to them, man. And Northside's going to be going to the line here. They are now in the bonus. And it looks like it's going to be Jasmine DeLuna who takes the free throws. Yeah, all right. So our first time seeing her today, and actually I think all year, in terms of our broadcasts. So let's see how she does here. She gets 2 shots from the line. Is it 1-1? Is it 1-1? First free throw is no good. DeLuna will shoot her second free throw here, though. And her free throw is good. 41-21 now. They get the lead back down to 20. And yeah, so good for Jasmine DeLuna. DeLuna obviously is a junior, so again, she's going to be another one of the leaders on the team next year, so it's good to see her getting into the game. That's the 3. DeLuna brings down the rebound. And so, if you notice there, it seemed like Westinghouse had a little bit of flashy passing going on there, but to no avail. And now, Maddie Reed-Horn brings the ball up. It's taken away, though, by Westinghouse, and the layup is good. That is Jamilah Jackson, number 13. Once again, she's had a really good game for Westinghouse. You like to see the hustle there from Askovich. Just try there, and here's her right now. Gives it to DeLuna. DeLuna, her shot is no good, and Westinghouse rebounds. See right there, again, I mean, it seems like whenever Hepsi's off the court, the team struggles a little bit in rebounding, so I'd say that regardless of their size advantage, they shouldn't think of it as like a size thing, more so just like, hey, I need to get this ball. I mean, I think rebounding is something that Coach Henderson is probably going to want his team to work on. But like we said, overall, a lot of positives, as we've already gone over. 30 seconds left, and that's so... Oh, no good. For Nina. Northside's going to have the ball here to finish out the game. Sophia Askovich was, oh, never mind. Westinghouse gets the ball back.
And you'd like to
Here's
see
the
the
inbound. This is
Northside
gonna
bench
go
encouraging their
back.
players?
Yep. They're still trying to bring the positivity here as the game clock winds down a little bit. It's number 2, LaMonica Bryant with the ball here. And she gives it back to Nina Israel. Israel is going to wind down the clock here. And
1 second left.
that's going to be the game.
It looked like Westinghouse almost wanted to get a buzzer beater there, but respectfully, that's good sportsmanship not to shoot
Yeah.
that.
But Westinghouse comes away with the win. That's 43-21 is the final score. Westinghouse gets the win over Northside here
And,
at Northside.
Westinghouse was led by, obviously, LaMonica Bryant, their point guard, and finishing the game with 10 points.